Ben Thompson has already solidified himself as a top 5 pick in the NBA draft, and I'm going to tell y'all where I stand him in the NBA draft and see if y'all can agree with me. This is my personal opinion. Don't get mad at me if you don't agree, but please make sure to drop a like and subscribe and comment on what prospect you would want me to see next. I'm going to try to at least talk about every single top 20 prospect in the NBA before the NBA draft, and it's under a month away, and I cannot wait to see what happens after the top 2 picks. So we already know Scoot is a solid chance, and Brandon Miller have already a solid chance of being number 2, but we already know Victor's going to the Spurs. But after that, it's fair game, man. We don't know who's gonna be the next pick. It's the draft, bro. This is what it's about. But today we're talking about Ben Thompson, one of the twins of the Thompson twins. Asar, we're gonna be covering him in another video, but after this, I want to do a Brandon Miller video or another prospect. Please comment down below what prospect you want to see, but let's get into it, man. So today we're going to be talking about Ben Thompson, 6'7", shifty guard at OTE the City Reapers, 6'7". He's only 20 years old, and so is his brother Asar. He's 209 pounds, and he's from Oakland, California. He's 6'7", and he's a guard. That's what we want in the NBA. I am so happy that these guards are like above the height of 6'3", man, because they can do anything. Ben Thompson can basically do anything. And from his averages right here, he has averages 16 points a game. 16 points a game from finishing mostly. As you see in these highlights, he's getting into the basket, he's getting into the painted area and finishing strong. And OTE has produced a lot, as we saw at this whole season, the OTE. There was a lot of stars that could be something in the NBA someday, and you can see his playmaking right there. Boom! Oh yeah, let's go. So, he's averaging 6 assists per game too. As you see from the playmaking ability, he can get to the basket. As you see, he drags defenders down into the basket, and he can find the wide open man in the corner on the wing, and that's what we need in a guard. From the standings here in the draft, what we see right now, he might go to the Trailblazers. I'm not gonna lie. Or Brandon Miller is gonna go to the Trailblazers probably, and then Dame's gonna have a solid small forward position that can do basically anything. But we're not gonna get into that in this video. We're talking about Ben Thompson, man. Ben Thompson is probably gonna fall likely to the Detroit Pistons or the Houston Rockets. Let's go Pistons, man. I'm from the Michigan area, so you gotta rep the Pistons, man. We definitely got snubbed this year's draft. We were projected to go number 1, but we're fall all the way down to the 5th. But it's whatever, man. But if we can get one of the Thompson twins, at least in Detroit, that would be a solid piece to get. We definitely need a solid small forward after losing Sadiq Bey. And maybe if we could pick up Dylan Brooks, but I don't know if anyone's going to try to likely get Dylan Brooks. That's kind of like, why would you get him? But anyways, if we can get him to the Rockets, I can definitely see him being a good centerpiece for the Rockets, man. Having a good, strong, young core with Jalen Green, Sengun, Kevin Porter Jr., and then a Ben Thompson getting added to the mix. Oh my God. You have a shifty guard that can pass, that can finish, and that can shoot the ball consistently. He had averaging 6 rebounds, 6-7. That's good for your guard. If your guard is averaging more than 3 rebounds a game, 2 rebounds, that's good. And you can see him slaying that thing too from 3. He's averaging a block per game, which is really good. So you want your guard to have some defense, and he can get you that defense, averaging 2 steals a game too. Come on. Ben Thompson is definitely what you want in a guard in this year's draft. And if Houston can pick him up or Detroit can pick him up, we can definitely see him being maybe even running. I think, in my opinion, he could be top 3 in the running for Rookie of the Year. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. But if you see a guard that can look like this, it look like he has the build of Kevin Durant, kind of. He's more built than Kevin Durant. He's more, muscular than Kevin Durant. Pause. But he can get you buckets, bro. He's a bucket getter, and he can pass the ball. See, he goes into the paint, his midi, boom, lays in. And he was, I think, the finals MVP for OTE's finals. So if that proves anything, see, look, he just does that effortlessly. If he can do that with Alperen Sengun and gives that to the big man, bro, oh my God, there's gonna be a problem in the NBA if you see this man running straight at you and full It's just one-on-one. You don't know what he's going to do. He could either pass it back out for a 3, finish it, or you're going to get dunked on. You're going to be posted on overtime, bro. Like, come on. Everyone's been hyping him up with him as a twin, man. His twin's a star. They're basically the same person. They can do everything that you would want them to do. They're the same type of build, basically. They can do all the same stuff. He's a shifty guard, man. If you saw that, just got right past him, the lay with the right hand off the backboard. Hey, but bro, that's crazy. You don't see this. I mean, in the NBA, there are more minutes and everything, but I think he's going to play a full, like, 30 minutes in the NBA game, bro. Like, he's going to be going crazy. Yeah. His three-point average, man. Let's look at his three-point average. His three-point average is 25%. That is actually pretty good. But if we can get that to a 50%, he'll be a 50% shooting. That's not going to happen in your rookie year. But by the end of your career, if he can solidify himself as an all-around player and get the ball in the hoop, man, I don't see no flaws in this guy, to be honest. I mean, maybe defense could work, because you don't see many defensive clips on this video. So if Amen Thompson can solidify more on the defensive end, he can definitely be a top 10 player in the NBA in the next 5-10 years, maybe. He's only 20 years old, and that is pretty. I mean, most of these rookies in this draft class are probably the age of 21, 20, and 19. I mean, that's your average age right there for an NBA draft right there. That's the age of 20. But if he can solidify himself on the defensive end, I can see him being an elite guard and what you would want on any team in the NBA. Any NBA team, you could use an Amen Thompson on the team, man. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I feel like Amen Thompson could be a top 10 player in this draft. Top 5 maybe, top 5 player in this draft. I'm going to say he's not going to be a bust this year. He's not going to be a bust. He's going to be definitely what we're going to be looking at all season. And can we just talk about the wingspan on Amen Thompson? A 6'9 wingspan and your 6'7 guard. He can definitely going to be definitely going to be a consistent finishing at a 71.2% chance of making it at the rim. That is a very high number in what you want in a guard. Definitely in a guard. And that's if you don't agree with me on him being a top 5 player in this year's rookie class, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? But he's averaging 16 points a game at a 71% chance of making it every time at the rim. Oh my, and you just see that cross-court pass right there. Wing to corner. If you are not wanting this on your team, what are you doing? And you see the block. Dude, if he can solidify himself every time and get at least a stop every other play, man, we're going to have a problem. There's going to be a problem in the NBA, man. And can we please talk about his quick first step? He has quick first step on Hall of Fame. Look at this. Gets it right into the basket and pulls it out for a 3. Bro, the quick first step, I think him and Scoot have solidified their first step and how they get to the basket. If they can do this every play, most every play, and they can switch it up every time, and the defense still wouldn't know what would happen. Boom. Can get it down to the paint. His playmaking ability is off the charts. And definitely when he plays in transition, it is definitely a sight to see. Him playing in transition is definitely a scary part for the opposing team. But man, I think one improvement he could also use in his game is the shooting. I know I was just talking about all this shooting and everything, how he solidified himself as a good guard. But dude, coming with 6'7", man, being 6'7" and everything, there's going to be some upsides to or downsides to your game. And definitely one of his downsides is definitely his shooting and everything. If you actually do see some clips, if you actually do watch an OT game, he's not consistent with his 3. 25% is still pretty low. But if you can solidify your shooting, and you will definitely be a versatile threat on the court. Since you're coming with all this finishing and playmaking and everything, but you need to solidify yourself as a shooter too. You're a guard. A guard should not be finishing, a guard should be shooting. But you are being different, which is good. But if he can solidify himself more with shooting, he'll definitely be more of a scary prospect in this draft. This is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any questions about Amen Thompson's game. And I will likely answer the question, and I will get to you guys ASAP, man. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below the next prospect you want to see me talk about.